What's up, everybody? D-Mac the Z-Ranger here, and I'm calling all Rangers, Riders, and Defenders of the Morphin Grid to welcome you all to the Rangers Initiative. And today on the Ranger Initiative, I am going to be reviewing the latest episode. Yes, the latest episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2, Episode 9, the Evox Snare. Yes, we are officially back, people, and I love reviewing Power Rangers Beast Morphers because the episodes just keep getting better and better. And this episode did not disappoint me. It was just a good episode, a coming back episode, if you will. But before we get started with this review, I want to point you guys out to the subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, and also click that notification bell so that way when I drop a video, you get it as soon as I put it out. Also, when you guys hit that subscribe button, you officially become a Ranger because this is Rangers Initiative, okay? So if you've ever been a Ranger, if you thought about being a Ranger in your life, go ahead, click that subscribe button and you officially become a Ranger. You can officially say it's morphin' time and hit that subscribe button and bam, you have more, you become a Ranger and a part of Rangers Initiative. But you know what? Let's get the review started. Let's go. Okay, this episode actually starts off pretty intense, and you see Commander Shaw, and she's giving an announcement that she's gonna shut down all Morphex towers in the city. And I'm like, yo, this is pretty big right here because they use Morphex for everything. You can use me.
Morphex is gonna change the world. And
not only are they shutting down the towers, they have to figure out a way to stop Evox because we all know that Evox is now Mayor Daniels. Mayor Daniels is Evox. They're pretty much the same person. So you have to figure out how to stop him and get Evox out of Mayor Daniels. So that's a pretty big issue right now. And they're planning to use a freeze arrow that Nate created. And with this freeze arrow, they're going to use the Beast X Ultra Cannon. And all that is just a combination between the Ultra Blaster and the King Ultra Bow. That's all it is. And once they use this freeze arrow, it's going to freeze Evox in this huge block of ice. We've all seen that. And Nate said that it's pretty much unbreakable. And Devin hears this. He's like, well, if it's unbreakable, he's going to be trapped in there forever. And he's like, yeah. And it's like, well, that's unacceptable because this is my dad and we got to figure out a way to get Evox out of my dad first before we do anything about Evox. Which I'm like, yo, if I was Devin, I'd do the same exact thing.
Yeah, you make a good point.
So Devin decides that while the Rangers are doing all this stuff with the Morphex Tower and shutting them all down, that he's going to figure out how to free his dad on his own. And he's actually going on a pretty good path. During his research, he notices that there's this doctor named Dr. K, and she has something dealing with the Black Ranger and a robot, and we all know what that is, you know, Power Rangers RPM, and that she has some promising stuff on that. And he's trying to contact her, and she never pretty much contacted him back. So he's pretty much at a dead end. And while this is going on, Evox sends out Roxy Blaze and it's like construction monster to get the Morphex that the Ranger is trying to hide. And needless to say, the Rangers handle Roxy Blaze and that construction monster very easily, especially when the Rangers went into Beast X mode. Beast X mode is still unstoppable. Evox and his minions need to come up with something better to stop the Rangers now because that mode is ridiculous. I mean, it's not on par as Fury mode with Devin because once again, nobody defeated Devin in Fury mode except Devin. That's all it is.
Woohoo! I'm the star of my own video game.
But that Beast X mode, especially what Devin and Zoe did, the Cheetah Charge and a Jackrabbit Spin Strike, bruh, that was crazy. Y'all can't tell me that was cool and crazy at the same time.
let's light this dude up! Yeah! Yeah!
Surprise,
Toasty!
So pretty much after that happens, the Rangers set up a plan to get Evox to go to this Morphex Tower, which is empty, but he doesn't know it's empty, to go there by himself so that way they can capture Evox and shoot him with the freeze arrow. So while the Rangers are dealing with that, Devin decides to go back to Grid Battlefield because he has a message from Dr. K. And she pretty much tells him that she can't really help him and that her situation is different from his situation, pretty much. And that maybe he needs some split emitters. And Devin's like, okay, you know what? Where can I find split emitters? And I didn't know that Grid Battleforce has a room just filled with Ranger stuff, like classic Ranger stuff. Like we've all seen the room that they had. Like it has so many like stuff from Mystic Force, Overdrive, Mighty Morphin, I believe Dino Charge, I believe Megaforce, so many different things in that room. It was just crazy.
Now, this is my kind of place.
So Devin, he ends up finding the split emitters with Ben and Betty, and then he tells Ben and Betty, yo, fill this up with Morphex so that way it can be ready when I use it against Evox. So now Devin has to go back to where the Rangers are because the Rangers have everything set up to shoot Evox with the arrow, but he has to hurry up and get there before they do it. Then it goes back to the other Rangers and they already have everything set up at the Morphex tower and they're waiting on Evox. Evox, he then arrives and he's walking and they like, yo, I have the arrow ready to fire. He gets to go, he fires, and Evox does the same thing that Kylo Ren did to the blaster when he was shot. He just stops it in midair without even looking at it, just stops it. Then he sends it back at the Rangers and blows them up. I was like, yo, Evox is so OP. I've said this as soon as he got his body, that he's gonna be OP. And what did he do? He one-shots the Ultrazord. Then he just stops the arrow without even looking at it. The man is just, the monster is just a beast. He's an absolute beast.
The morphing grid will be mine!
So then the Rangers can't do anything. The Devin gets there and he points his blaster at Evox, and Evox turns into, Mayor Daniels is trying to pull the okie doke on Devin's like, yo, if you hurt me, you're hurt. Mayor Daniels, you're hurt. If you hurt Evox, you'll hurt me. Blah, 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 and everything. Devin lets him walk by, and the Devin's like, you know what? Transport. The split emitters, they transport around Mayor Daniels / Evox. They end up splitting Mayor Daniels and Evox. Problem solved right there. Evox goes away, and now Devin has his dad back. And that's pretty much the whole episode right there. That's pretty much the whole episode. Oh yeah, one more thing that I forgot in this episode. There was a transmission from another dimension. And that's one thing I want to talk about with you guys really quickly. So the multiverse really does exist in that world. It's in the Power Rangers world, because they have the morphing grid, and pretty much the morphing grid is pretty much can do anything in any universe. You get Mystic Rangers, Dino Rangers, Beast Morphers, whatever. Dino Fury coming up. That's coming up. So yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the episode, which I really enjoyed. Like I said, it's not the best episode of the season so far, but it is a good episode for coming back. Like coming back and watching it again, it was just a great feeling. I loved it. I had a great time with it.
Oh man, it's awesome.
And with all that being said, I want to introduce you guys to a brand new segment. Actually, it's an old segment that I had only on Instagram, but I'm going to bring it to YouTube today for the very first time, and that is the Ranger of the Week. And this week's Ranger of the Week goes to Rory Travis, aka Devin Daniels, aka the Red Ranger, leader of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Now, picking Devin for Ranger of the Week was very easy because he saved his dad. Evox is no longer a part of his dad. At least as far as we know, he's no longer a part of his dad. And also too, Devin did a great job at leading his team. It's like, yo, I'm gonna do this over here. You guys go do that. I know you guys can handle that stuff over there. Go and handle it. And they did what they supposed to do. And also too, when Devin was fighting the Beast X mode, him and Zoe, oh my gosh, that scene was just amazing because the Cheetah Charge is one of the best attacks. Now I didn't know that Zoe had that spinning Jackrabbit strike. I didn't know about that, but still, the Cheetah strike, the Cheetah Charge, that was just amazing. And Devin he earned his stripes for this week's Ranger of the Week. And I really hope you guys enjoyed that. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this whole review because once again, I'm going to do this every single week, every time a new episode comes out. Even though I know a lot of people already seen it already, once again, it's new to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, feel free to like, share, and that button right there. Go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell. Also, you see these videos right over there, go and click those videos for more Power Ranger content that I'm putting out every single week. All right? And remember, greater is he that is in me. I'm out. Peace. The Ranger Initiative has already begun. Beast Morphers is back again with reviews.